to Disambiguation. I'm your host, Michael Fawcett. Each week we interview experts in AI, generative AI, and business automation to help business leaders understand how to use these tools for the biggest business impact. In last week's show, I interviewed Google Gemini, which was a fun exercise. So in the show today, I decided to continue that experiment for one more week and only one more week. Next week, we'll have an interview with another guest. But I wanted to take the same prompts and pose that to OpenAI's ChatGPT-4. So as you might expect, the answers were different in several ways. And once again, I use Synthesia to take the ChatGPT answers and present them to you through text to speech and an avatar named Alex this time. So let's see what Alex and ChatGPT have to say. Alex, welcome to the show. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about generative AI?
Thanks for having me. I'm Alex, and I'm representing ChatGPT, a language model created by OpenAI, here to spice up your understanding of generative AI, which is a type of artificial intelligence designed to generate new content, from text to images, based on the patterns and information it's learned from a massive amount of data. It's like teaching a robot to write poetry, but also to do much, much more.
Great. Could you explain what a generative AI chatbot is and how it differs from traditional chatbots?
Absolutely. A generative AI chatbot like myself doesn't just pull pre-written responses from a database. Instead, it generates new responses on the fly, tailoring each answer to the specifics of the question. Think of traditional chatbots as those choose-your-own-adventure books, whereas generative AI is more like having an improv artist ready to riff on any topic.
So, how do you generate responses and ensure that they're accurate and relevant?
Well, it's part art, part science. I use a model trained on a wide variety of text sources to predict and generate responses based on the context of the conversation. Accuracy and relevance are honed through algorithms that measure how well the response matches the user's intent, and continual updates improve these over time. It's like being in a perpetual state of studying for finals.
What types of data are you trained on, and how does this affect the answers that you provide?
I've been trained on a diverse data set, including books, websites, and other texts, to be a jack of all trades in language tasks. This training helps me adapt to various topics and user questions, but it also means I must be cautious about ensuring the information is current and well balanced, avoiding outdated or biased perspectives.
As an example, could you describe a typical use case of generative AI in, say, customer service?
Sure thing. Imagine you're calling a company's customer service. Instead of waiting in an endless queue, a generative AI like me can understand your query and provide information or resolve issues on the spot. From tracking your order status to troubleshooting gadgets, I can manage multiple inquiries simultaneously, reducing wait times and improving customer satisfaction. Everyone's happier.
How is generative AI being used to streamline operations and decision making in businesses?
Generative AI is the new executive assistant on steroids. It analyzes large volumes of data quickly, provides forecasts, automates routine tasks, and even generates reports. This allows businesses to make more informed decisions faster and frees up human colleagues to tackle more creative or complex challenges.
So there's obviously some questions about trust and ethics. So what measures are implemented to handle ethical concerns and biases in AI generated responses?
This is key. We implement rigorous training processes, regular audits for bias, and ensure transparency in how responses are generated. It's about creating safeguards that prevent misuse and designing mechanisms for feedback and correction, kind of like having a built-in moral compass.
What are the limitations of current AI technology and how do developers address these challenges?
Current AI models, like yours truly, aren't perfect. We can misinterpret nuances, especially in complex emotional interactions or highly technical fields. Developers tackle these issues by refining AI models, improving training data sets, and integrating user feedback to enhance the system's accuracy and contextual understanding.
So let's shift a little. So, looking forward, what are some emerging applications of generative AI that businesses should be aware of?
The horizon is buzzing with possibilities. From personalized medicine and advanced financial modeling to creative industries crafting custom content, the applications are expanding. Businesses should keep an eye on AI trends and consider how generative AI can not only fit into existing processes, but also open new avenues for innovation and growth.
Before I let you go, I often ask guests for a recommendation, a book, a thought leader, something. So, could you recommend something for the audience to read or look up that you think would be interesting about AI?
Certainly. A great book for understanding how generative AI can be leveraged in business is AI Superpowers, China, Silicon Valley, and the New World Order by Kai-Fu Lee. Although it's not solely focused on generative AI, it provides an insightful look into the broader landscape of AI innovations, including generative technologies, and discusses their implications for businesses globally. For a more technical dive, Architects of Intelligence: The Truth About AI from the People Building It by Martin Ford is another excellent read. It features interviews with industry leaders and pioneers in AI, offering varied perspectives on where AI technology is headed and how it can be integrated into business strategies. These books provide a solid foundation for understanding the potential of AI in business contexts and how generative AI can be a game changer in various industries.
Well, Alex, thank you for those insights.
My pleasure. Always here to chat about the AI future or whatever else tickles your fancy.
And that's the show for this week. Thank you all for joining. Remember to hit that subscribe button. And for more on AI and other software research reports and posts, check out the arionresearch.com/blog and /research reports. And don't forget to join us next week. I'm Michael Fawcett, and this is the Disambiguation Podcast.